Hello my dear future charters, welcome to the tips for CAFC accounts. Now in today's video I'm going to talk about issue of debentures. So let me quickly go for the same. I hope you have seen the videos of tips on issue of shares or NPO and maybe also on law. So let us now go for issue of debentures. Always in case of accountancy, the first point I'm going to specify is read the question carefully. Read the question line first, then read the information. You should be clear whether the problem is asking you ledger account or journal entries or balance sheet, which ledger accounts are asked. Unless it is known to you, you won't be in a position to make sense of the information given in the problem. So read the question line, then read the information given in the question. Next part, in case of issue of debentures, there can be three different types of questions. First one is pass the journal entry, when we are going to give you the terms of issue of debentures and the terms of redemption of debentures. So issue terms and redemption terms both are given. You are just required to talk about the journal entry for issue. Next one, pass the journal entry or maybe prepare the ledger account for paying debenture interest and also for writing off loss on issue. Next, calculate the amount to be written off on loss on issue account if all the debentures are to be redeemed either in lump sum or they may be redeemed over a period of time, maybe in equal installments. So third type of questions do not involve any journal entry or any ledger account, but they are involving only calculations, so they are small questions. But yes, in this topic of issue of debentures, these three different types of questions can come. Let us consider now the first type of question, that is you are required to pass the entry for issue of debentures when issue terms and redemption terms are given to you. In this case, you can see that there are 6 different situations which are possible. I have already discussed it at length in the classroom also, that issued at par and redemption is at par, issued at par but redemption is at premium, issued at premium, redemption is at par, issued at premium and redemption is at premium, issued at discount, redemption is at par, and issued at discount, redemption is at premium. The most important point which you should never forget is never compare the issue value with that of the redemption value. Always compare issue value with face value separately and redemption value with face value separately. Never compare issue value and redemption value. Always compare them separately with the face value to solve the problem. Once this is complete, then we can go for the next part. Let us consider each of the journal entry quickly. So if the issue is at par and redemption is at par, in that case, you can specify bank account always debited by the exact amount received. So bank account debit, since it is issue at par, that means you are going to receive 100 rupees. 2-% debenture account, since it is at par, that means there is no other difficulty. It is credited by rupees 100. The entry is tallying. Second situation is issued at par but redemption is at premium. Since issue is at par, that means bank account is debited exactly by the amount which is received. And amount received is 100 because issue is at par. Debenture account is always credited by face value, never to be credited by any other amount. Debenture account always credited by face value. So bank account debit 100 and debenture account credit 100, it is tallying. But you are already aware that the company has promised to pay 15 rupees extra at the time of redemption. It is better to record that particular extra promise just now. So let us credit one more account called as redemption premium account, which is basically a liability account by rupees 15. So now the entry is not tallying. Debit side there is 100, credit side there is 100 as well as 15. So 15 rupees is the balancing figure which is required to be debited again. That will be debited to loss on issue account. So loss on issue account is always a balancing figure. Bank account always debited by exact amount received. Debenture account always credited by face value. Redemption premium account credited by the premium which is promised on redemption. So balancing figure will go to loss on issue account. So these are the first two different situations. Next one, consider third situation. Let us consider third situation. Issue is at premium and redemption is at par. Issue is at premium, that means you are not going to receive 100 rupees of face value, but you are going to receive 110 rupees. That means bank account will be debited by the net amount received. Bank account is debited by 110 rupees, but debenture account always credited by face value. So debenture account will be credited by rupees 100 and securities premium account will be credited by the balancing figure. Here it is not a redemption premium, but you are receiving extra money. That's why it is credited to securities premium account. Next one, issue is at premium and redemption is also at premium. That means bank account is debited by the exact amount received. Amount received by the bank is 110. So bank account debit 110. Debenture account always credited by face value. So to debenture account 100. You have received 10 rupees extra. It should be transferred to securities premium. So to securities premium account 10, it is a profit. And you have promised to pay 15 rupees extra at the time of redemption. That's a liability. Let us record the liability redemption premium account. So redemption premium account is a liability account and securities premium account is a profit account. Now entry is not tallying because credit side there is 100 as well as 10 as well as 15, but debit side there is only 110. So 15 rupees is to be debited to the loss on issue account, which is always a balancing figure. Let us consider next situation. In the next situation, you are going to have issue at discount and redemption is at par. then there is no much tension. Issue is at discount, bank account always debited by net amount received, that is 90 rupees. Debenture account always credited by the face value, that is 100 rupees. It is not tallying, debit side 10 rupees, there is a loss, that will be called as loss on issue account. It is also possible to specify that, sir, let us not call it as loss on issue. Let us reserve the name loss on issue only for the purpose of second effect of redemption premium. I am repeating again, some authors specify that loss on issue account is a special account. It should be used only to give the second effect of redemption premium. Here there is no redemption premium, so it is better not to consider as loss on issue account debit, but let us call it as discount on issue account debit. Sir, which entry should I pass? Either you can pass this entry, that is loss on issue account, or you can pass this entry, discount on issue account. You will get full marks whether you are passing first one or you are passing second one. Now the last situation, issued at discount, that is 90 rupees, but redemption is at premium, that is 115. Bank account always debited by the net amount, that is 90. Debenture account always credited by face value, rupees 100. Redemption premium we have promised, it's a liability, that is 15 rupees. Now the entry is not tallying. There is a 25 rupees difference, it can be debited to loss on issue account. Some authors will specify, nahi sir, वैसा नहीं करेंगे. Let us consider discount on issue separate and loss on issue separate. Loss on issue is for the purpose of giving second effect of redemption premium. So discount on issue is a balancing figure. Any of the two entries you can pass, either this one or this one. Whichever you find it convenient, you can go for the same. Okay. So let us consider the next situation now. We have completed first type of questions. First type of questions were the entry to be passed for issue of debentures. Now, in case the debentures are going to be redeemed in one lump sum, then the loss on issue and a discount on issue will be written off in equal installments over the period of life of debentures. This is a very simple point. We are talking about the third type of problem. Second type of problems are ledger account. So it is just a simple thing. Debenture account or debenture interest account is going to be your nominal account. Debenture interest account debit to cash or bank account either annually or semi-annually, depends upon it, and at the end of the year it should be transferred to P&L account. So it will always get closed. It is not going to have any balance to be carried forward unless the debenture interest year and the financial year is not matching, or if it is matching, in that case there is no problem. If it does not match, then there is going to be a balancing figure. But for CA foundation level, I have not seen institute asking any question wherein the accounting year and the debenture interest year is not matching. For CA intermediate, yes, you are going to have those kind of questions. So here we are considering now the third question, which is finding out the amount which is to be written off out of the discount on issue or out of the loss on issue. So when the debentures are going to be redeemed in lump sum, redeemed means repaid, redeemed in lump sum one single day, then the entire amount of discount on issue, entire amount of loss on issue can be considered to be written off over the period of life of debentures in equal installment, just like SLM, straight line method of depreciation. You can use here also. Find out amount of discount, find out amount of loss on issue, take the total of the same and then divide it by number of years of life of debentures. Every year same amount will be written off. That is the situation to be used only when entire amount of debentures is going to be repaid only in one single installment at the end of life of debentures. On the other hand, some debentures might have been issued in such a manner that every year some portion of debentures is going to get redeemed. In such a situation, since you are going to pay in multiple different installments, then the loss on issue and the discount on issue will be written off in the ratio of amount outstanding at the beginning of each year over the period of life of debentures. So let us say the amount of debentures is 20 lakh and they are going to be repaid in 5 installments every year, 4 lakh rupees. So the opening balance at the beginning of first year is 20 lakh, opening balance at the beginning of second year is 16 lakh, then 12 lakh, then 8 lakh, then 4 lakh. So the ratio will be 20 is to 16 is to 12 is to 8 is to 4. In that ratio, you are going to write off the amount of loss on issue of debentures as well as discount on issue of debentures. These are the points which I want you to remember properly before going for the exam hall. All the best for your lectures, all the best for your exam. And in the next series, I am going to talk about partnership. Okay. So thank you very much. All the best.